down, and Rob Valentino accordingly steps across, try and put the pressure down in the far corner as the Rowdies are set. They will play it to the far corner. Valentine and Valentino will watch this ball go out of bounds, be a throw-in. Puerto Rico right now saying we're going to pinch them in here and let's see what we can do.
I think their coach, Con Clark's going to ask the forwards to put a lot more pressure on the defenders, really try to hem and keep Tampa in their own half.
Well, the ball comes to Jones. He'll head it back into the box before Valentine clears it away, but it goes right to Telesford. Telesford has it as Yamada runs onto it. Pascal Millian waits on this one, and the defender, Martinez, beats him to it, but Martinez can't do anything other than play it all the way back to Sattler. So here's this is Diaz. Yendry Diaz on the far side, looks for the long ball. He's going to find Pascal Millian. Millian is run off the ball this time by Telesford, and Telesford is a dangerous opportunity, and they're going to play it to the corner. Diaz will be challenged, but this ball will roll out for a throw-in.
Classic example, they get the ball, Diaz passes it up to Millen, comes inside and loses the ball immediately. It's very frustrating, very difficult to get a rhythm when it goes bang, bang, give the ball up, bang, give the ball up. Try to keep it for more than 2-3 passes.
Diaz has to step in front of Adlery, and it'll be a throw-in for Puerto Rico. Imagine Velez will come up again and take this one. His long jog, as we're talking about 20, 25 yards out, far side of the field.
Very dangerous giving up those throw-ins to these guys because it's honestly, Mike, it's just a matter of time where they're going to get a clean strike on goal.
And Puerto Rico has pretty much got on the every end of all these throws. This one comes in. They'll look, and Sattler this time comes out, juggles it a little bit, comes down with it, though he went over Yendry Diaz.
Excellent take by Sattler. Excellent take. Sattler did a very good job there. Good, nice hands, good command of his penalty area. When you do that, you're going to force those guys to start doing other options. It's going to take some pressure off your defense. Makes your back four, really have some confidence. You've got a goalkeeper coming out and doing that.
Aaron King called for the foul as he had two defenders. Got around one, but he's on the far side. Puerto Rico will take this free kick. Mosey runs on the end of the chest ball by Adler. And this one's going to make its way all the way back to the Puerto Rico goalie. Long ball thrown. If this ball hits that clay, but it did hit just the grass by about an inch. But hit the clay as JJ comes down. Jones is now shoving JJ. We're seeing a little of action in between. JJ came across and did it. Jones is now held on to him. Niazamba comes in and must say something, and Niazamba will get a yellow card. That had to be for dissent only.
It was a foul. He jumped into him. Just get on with it. It's part of the game.
But I'm trying to figure out JJ, who committed the foul. Jones, who was down, pushed, shoved JJ, and Niazamba comes across. That had to be for dissent.
Well, absolutely. He's jawing with the referee a little bit too much. And it's a right-footed player who's going to curl the ball in the penalty area. That's dangerous.
This is Bondi. This one's going to go towards the top of the box. Sattler comes out about the penalty spot to grab it.
Excellent take.
Not so good distribution, but he will earn a throw-in at it. But he did come out strong, and that's the key part as he came out and collected that ball.
You have to have a goalkeeper who's going to come out and take crosses on these short and I wouldn't say narrow, but it's a short field. You're going to get a lot of action in the penalty area. That gives defenders, once again, a lot of confidence. That was a good take.
Certainly not a narrow field at 70 yards, but we have seen a little bit wider fields throughout. We've seen a lot more narrow in cases too, Winston.
Oh, sure. I think Austin plays on a real narrow field there.
Football field, you're right, without a lot of room on the side. This one comes free to Puerto Rico. The shot is deflected and blocked by Mosey. Sattler has it at his feet. He's going to wait, dribble it out to the top of the box. A little bit of pressure, and he'll play it short to Yamada. Yamada gets pressure from Bondi. Yamada's looking, and he gives a very dangerous ball to Valentino, but Valentino does well and brings it down to JJ, who tries to flip it on, and it's turned over once again. Puerto Rico will now send it up towards the box. Valentino heads it away. Late call by Sattler, but Valentino wanted to be sure. Here is Nurse. Mosey puts his foot out.
Good block by Mosey. You got to put him under pressure. Can't give guys chances on this slippery, wet field to do what they want with the ball.
Ball's put away by Tampa. Headed back in by Horst. And Yamada sent it the other way. Now Jones to Foley. Foley's got Yamada on him. Slide tackle. Ball goes off of Foley. Be a throw in Tampa.
Good defense. Good defense. Great slide tackle by Yamada. Knocked the ball off Foley and got a throw in.
Ball played along Valentino as King tries to flip it on. No one on the other end of that play. Long balls there. He's got to try and bring that one down.
He does, Mike, but it's the second ball, too. You're not going to win everything, that's for sure. It's not easy. But, however, the second ball, it gets knocked in. The midfield of Tampa has to win that ball and start from the midfield going forward. It's a lot easier to do that than starting way at the back.
Delgado and Millian. This one goes off Millian, so a throw in for Puerto Rico. Telesford will flip it into the box, and Diaz strong heads it away, and King will flip it on. He's going to chase, probably run out of room, and he does. It'll be a throw in for Puerto Rico.
Particularly Tampa, they don't have a big team, Mike, do they? So, as an example, you want to try to play it to feet as much as you possibly can.
Injury Diaz called for a foul at the corner of the box on the far side of the field. Not a big team, particularly with Aaron Wheeler out. I mean, and that's the key. You have a big target guy who generally has done it, but he's been out with his injury. It does change it up.
Yeah, and you have small players that like the ball at their feet, can dribble, get shots in. You want to take advantage of that.
Right footer, that's Bondi is going to take it. Probably about 20 to 25 yards out, maybe 20 yards out, but just outside the penalty box. A two-man wall by Tampa. That's in the form of King and Niazamba. A lot of pushing and shoving going on in the top of the box. Now a left-footer going to step over it. Ball curled in by Bondi, headed away by Yindri Diaz.
Good defending by Tampa. Very good defending.
And as Nurse heads it back over the line, it'll be a goal kick for Tampa.
For dangerous balls, right-footed, curling the ball right towards the center of the goal, about 10, 12 yards out. Very dangerous, Mike. Diaz got a good header on the ball.
You don't like giving up free kicks in that area. That ball was put in a dangerous position. Nice job by Yindri. Mosey will look long, and it comes to JJ. Brings it down with the chest. Got one defender. Plays it back the way he's facing to Valentine, and the Rowdies will start it over in the back. Sattler has it on his left foot. Diaz is out there wide to the left, and he gets it. Now Diaz will look. Valentino's got some room. He's going to get some pressure. Light pressure, but he does have space. We'll get it to Mosey. Back to Valentino. Try and bring the defender in. That they've done. Now a long ball. This one's going to go over everyone. But no, it should have gone over everyone. Instead, King gets it and rips a shot. King stepped off the ball as Horst headed it away. If he had let it go back, the keeper probably would have gone right to him. As it is, King gets it, takes a shot about 35 yards out off a volley. Not very much on net, but at least it was an opportunity. He read that ball well. Now the goal kick by Larendi. Diaz challenged. Tatters wins the second ball. Mosey pushes it wide. He might run out of room, but he does find JJ. JJ's got Jones to beat. Tries to get a touch of toe on the ball there by Nurse. Mosey will earn the free kick from Nurse. Puerto Rico steps in front of those balls a lot. Niazamba will send it far side. There is Yindri. Yindri back to Niazamba, although this one's turned over. Can't connect on the pass. You turn it over in your own third. Now Foley, Diaz makes a saving tackle, which is good after the pass that he gave it up on. King's got room to turn. He's got JJ. JJ has got turned to space. He's got it. He's going to send it. This one goes
Corner.
Off the leg of Horst. It will be a corner kick.
Yep.
Dangerous
I
opportunity.
haven't lost my vision yet, Mike. Come on, seriously. Haven't get the cane out yet.
When the ball takes a 90-degree angle, it went off something, right?
Exactly. I had to play it with maybe their defender.
Mosey will take it. Outswinger this time. He's on the near side. This time, looking for Yamada. It's headed down and away by Bondi. But it comes back to Mosey. Mosey's got two guys on him. Probably should have played to Valentino. He does this time. Valentino crosses. It's cleared away by Nurse. It'll be a throw-in for Tampa.